You know, I know the current fad is to put big wagon wheel rim tires on cars and with rubber bands for tires, but you know, I like my old Z to have as close to the original tires as you can get. I don't think I made a video of this, so I figured I'd go out and do this. It's kind of late at night. I've been bored. I haven't done anything in a while. I just want to show my tires. These are let's see, Hankook, whatever that is. And oh my God, because it's pretty much the only ones I could find that were 180. That's a 185/75 R14. So if I understand that right, it's 85 millimeters wide. Okay, and it's obviously a 14-inch steel rim, and the 75 has to do with the thickness of the width of the sidewall as a ratio of the tread width. Um, the idea here was to make sure I wanted to get the same overall. I think the tire spec'd out to like a 25-inch total diameter, and that's important for the speedometer work, right? You know, so. And this is and the reason I went with the 185s instead of the recommended 195 R70s, because the book said it originally came with something called a one. And this is what's in the spare too, by the way, a 175 H14, which apparently is maybe some kind of old standard. I don't really understand it, but 175 I assume was the width as well, so it was even narrower. Anyway, I just like the skinnier wheels for reasons I already stated. I like the tall sidewalls. Makes it gives it a little more suspension. You know, pneumatic tires came into existence because stiff-rimmed wagon wheels gave you a very rough ride, and it seems to me like we've kind of gone backwards with super wide rims with stiff sidewall tires is essentially a wagon wheel. And that may work fine on modern cars where you have the suspensions designed to maybe active suspensions or whatever to really work. But this is a 45-year-old car, and as such, I think putting a tire on it that gives up a lot of the ride comfort kind of defeats the purpose. I mean, I don't race this car. I use it as a daily driver. I like to take long trips in it. So I want a tire that's going to give me as much comfort as I can possibly get with reasonable handling and also good gas mileage. That was the other thing I wanted to mention. When I went through this tire, I noticed that when I take the car and put it in neutral, it will roll right out of this garage. I mean, right on out, just from the slight pitch of the garage floor. With the older tires, the 195 R70s, it wouldn't do that. It'd roll a few feet and it'd be hitting a little bump at the end of the garage and stop. Now, I know it's not a very scientific way of saying, oh, you have less rolling resistance, but hey, guess what? I think I have less rolling resistance. Anyway, I wanted to give you another look at it. The people are always talking about the stance of the car and all that kind of stuff. Well, this is the stance of my car. This probably is not going to come out a really lousy video. I've got steel rims. I've got the original style hubcaps. I think it fits the wheel well very nicely, just the way it's designed to. Okay, let's go look at the back. Yeah, here you go. Let me get down here and give you a... Okay. And I went to the steel rims because I really wanted to run the original hubcaps. I had a car like this. Actually, it was a family's, not mine. I was a kid. But when I was a teenager and driving, when I was 16 years old, we had one of these in the family, and it was this color. It was a 2+2, so it's not exactly this one, but and it was a 260, a 74. But I remember the steel rims, and it's funny because I remember having ride quality issues with respect to wheel shake with the turbine style rims I had at the time. We went back to steels, and it went away. Guess what? This car had a certain amount of steering wheel shake with my old slotted aluminum mags, and with these steel rims and regular hubcaps, I don't have that. Now, I'm not saying it's the rims, but it's probably something wrong with the tires that were on it. I don't know. But it just rides a lot better. The other thing I like about these tires, too, is frankly, every time I used to take those mags off, I had a hard time getting the wheel lug nuts started, and they had to be a precision fit, and it was like, you have to kind of fight it. This, you pop the hubcap off, you crack those lug nuts loose, and they just spin right off in your hand, and you're done. You're out of here. So anyway, I just want to give you my thoughts on cars, vintage cars. Try to get the right tire, you know. Try to get the tire that fits the wheel well, the way it was designed. See how thin those are. I don't know if you can really make that out or not. But, you know, again, it's my own personal taste. It's your car. You can do what you want. This is what I want. More power to you. But I think frankly, they look better like this than trying to make it something that it ain't. You know, I see all these guys with stretched wheels and lots of negative camber and oversized this, that, the other. All right, yeah, fine. That's cool. It's just not for me. So I hope some of you guys might appreciate this look. So I figured I'd post this up. I got the rims from a buddy of mine. I got the hubcaps off eBay. They're in pretty good shape. But yeah, everything's going well. I took the car out for a ride the other day. It's a fantastic drive. I just love the way the new wheels. I think you also seen the new dash. That's the vintage dashboard.